In keeping with the theme of today, celebrating life, igniting hope, Dr. Jimmy and I are honored to share a few glimpses of the life and work of the founder of the PDMDS, Padmashri Dr. B.S. Singhal, who has ignited hope in the lives of people with Parkinson's and their families.
So may we request Professor Singhal to please come.
Thank you. Thank you.
All the best.
Thank you.
That's such a pleasure.
Yes. So, Dr. Singhal, let's start this conversation with sharing your most significant happy moments in the early years at Mount Abu.
Well, as you know, I was born in Mount Abu.
Yeah.
It's a small hill station. The population was only 4,500. Everybody knew everybody. The school that I went to was the municipal high school, Walter High School. And luckily, this was very close to the Adams Memorial Hospital.
Yes.
These were very memorable days, and that I think inspired me into becoming a doctor, take up medicine.
Excellent.
There are three options: engineering, Indian Administrative Service, or medicine. But I think
And
proximity.
thank God for all of us that
Yes.
you chose the right one.
Yeah.
So now this transition from this lovely idyllic Mount Abu to the iconic Grant Medical College, I think you also had some wonderful days there.
I think those were again very, very memorable days. And before I came to Grant Medical College, I did the pre-medical in the beautiful city of Jaipur.
Yes.
They were also remarkable days. And came to Grant Medical College. And I was really fell in love with Bombay. And I did my undergraduate, then even the postgraduate from the Grant Medical College. When, with their introduction, I went to England.
So, what was the transition moving from India to England
Well, I think
at that time?
Coming from Mount Abu to the big city, of course, was in itself a big challenge.
Big issue itself, yes.
Then going from, I think it broadens your horizon.
So, Doctor, over the years, you have worked with so many national, international organizations for various neurological conditions. Dr. Oscar Gershanik, a very good friend of yours, he has sent a message from the Movement Disorder Society, which we'd like to play for you.
Dear Bim, it is an honor and a pleasure to send you a few words of salutation and praise for being awarded the Padmashri by the Government of India. This is a well-deserved award for your many contributions to the field of Parkinson's disease and movement disorders. Your participation in international efforts, such as the WHO Working Group on Parkinson's Disease, and your many activities within the International Parkinson and Movement Disorders Society are just a small part of your prolonged and distinguished career. I have always admired in you your modesty and calm demeanor that are qualities of all great men. My heartfelt congratulations from Buenos Aires, Argentina.
Thank you, Oscar. You have been a great friend. It's been a great pleasure working with you and the other colleagues in the Working Group on Parkinson's Disease. And I think we also shared a platform in the World Program in Sydney, where I think you and I had a session for the patients and caregivers about the treatment of Parkinson's disease in the early stages and late stages. Thank you, Oscar.
ये डॉक्टर प्रसिद्ध डॉक्टर रूमराज भिदायसरी, उनका भी एक मैसेज है. डॉक्टर भिदायसरी पास्ट चेयरमैन है of the Asian and Oceanian Association of the Movement Disorder Society, and Dr. Singhal भी इसी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में उन्होंने बहुत सारा उनका कंट्रीब्यूशन है, and उनका through his contributions this society also has progressed a lot.
Hello, and I'm WPD from Thailand, a past chair of the Asian Oceanian section of the International Parkinson's and Movement Disorder Society. that we all know as MDS. First of all, I'm so delighted to hear the good news about Dr. Bim Singhal on this prestigious Padmashri Award given by the government of India. And I would like to personally and virtually congratulate him on this occasion. As part of the Asian community myself, I'm particularly pleased that the government of a large nation like India recognizes the impact of Parkinson's disease within their country. Commending Dr. Singhal on his journey of endless contribution to Parkinson's disease communities, of which his contribution is not limited to his homeland, where Parkinson's Disease and Movement Disorder Society of India has now grown to serve several outreach centers across the country. Learning from him, and what I could possibly say, indirectly being mentored by him on his great clinical and organization skills. While the success of ALPMC nowadays is a journey of contributions of distinguished clinicians across the region, I would like to take the opportunity to recognize him on his contribution and to thank him for his early leadership within the ALS, pulling all the strength and major contributors to put our ALS in the global map in movement disorders, and also led the early success of ALPMC that has now become a tradition of our regional movement disorder congress that we all look forward to. And of course, next year shall be in Kolkata, India. Congratulations, Dr. Singhal, once again for this prestigious Padmashri Award, and I hope to have a chance to meet you in person again very soon.
Thank you very much, Dr. Rungraj. It's very kind of you. You have been very, very helpful to me. Thank you, Rungraj.
Okay, so now, Doctor, we move to the PDMDS. What was your vision when you founded the PDMDS?
Well, you know, I think, as you know, I'm a neurologist. Care of the patients and see the patients. But I realized that, you know, your individual patient is one thing, but doing something for the community is important. And this happened actually when I joined the Working Group on Parkinson's Disease and Movement Disorder Society. There was a working group in which there were people from different countries, and I was selected from India by Mary Baker. And in 2003, we had a international symposium on Parkinson's Disease and Movement Disorder Society. Really managed to invite nearly 40 international people to address the doctors about the Parkinson's disease and movement disorders, and simultaneously also address at the patient group as well. And this was the first time ever that the global declaration was, put up. This really has given me a lot of satisfaction. And I think the people feel quite happy about it.
Yes.
So that was the motivation.
Yeah, yes. And in fact, Mary Baker, who was instrumental in organizing it and working with you to launch the Global Declaration, has sent you a message on this occasion. So we'll just play that.
Hello, Beam. I want to congratulate you on this very prestigious award you've had from your government. What an honour, and how well deserved. When I look back to those days when we worked together, it was nothing but pleasure and admiration of all the work you were doing in your own country and the numbers that you had to cope with. You were absolutely marvellous. I loved every minute of it. And of course that one outstanding day when we launched the declaration in Mumbai at the Taj Mahal. What a wonderful day. Colourful, spectacular, Miss World there. Unforgettable. Congratulations, Beam. And my love to you and your family.
Thank you. It was a great pleasure for me. And I think it was your inspiration that made me begin the society in India. Thank you, Mary. The another highlight of the symposium was that Urvashi came in our fold. And Urvashi has been a great contributor in many ways. But the most important thing that she did was to give me Maria. And Maria,
I
till
completely
then we were
agree.
really struggling.
Absolutely.
But after Maria came, and with her dedication and bringing in the team of the people who are with her, I think society has made rapid strides. And our vision is to expand it further.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you, Maria. Thank you.
Thank you. So, many NGOs have been founded for numerous causes, but very few are blessed with the active involvement of their founder
Yes.
in the day-to-day running of the organization, ensuring that the programs, activities meet the needs of the people. What are your thoughts on the expansion of the PDMDS?
I think we got to bring the awareness and also multidisciplinary, all the activities that we do, not only in the urban areas, but also in the rural areas, and especially in the lower socio-economic group who do not have the access. And I hope that with all what you people are doing in your team, Maria, I'm quite sure that we'll reach this goal, because already I can see that you're expanding into towns and villages.
So actually, to many of us, Dr. Singhal is the renowned neurologist. We meet him and we have interacted with him. He has mentored so many of us. Including me. And we listen to him delivering lectures and watching and receiving numerous awards. And we are all so proud. I think we are more proud of him receiving awards than he himself.
We at the PDMDS were fortunate to experience so many different facets. With Unity Walks, the Sports Carnival, you've joined us at so many public forums, and the Mumbai Marathon to raise awareness about Parkinson's. So what was your experience walking the streets of Mumbai at that marathon? And will you be joining us for the next marathon?
Once I joined the senior citizens thing and I was alone. I didn't enjoy it. But subsequently I joined the group, what is it called? The
Dream Run.
The Dream
Run.
Because you're young at heart.
We were, I think all of you together, I think it's been a great joy to increase the awareness, go around meeting the people, and all get together. I think it's really I enjoy, and I'm sure I'm looking forward to it. Sooner the January comes, the better.
Yes, yes.
And one particular event that I, recollect, the fundraiser, Shake It Up for Parkinson's Disease. And lo and behold, he was the star walking the ramp.
Well, I think the fundraisers have been important because we have to raise funds, to run the organization. But the thing, which pleased me most was that you also had the Parkinson's group patients dance on the stage. So I think it was really a very exhilarating moment. And I decided, I think I had to thank Cheryl for having arranged that.
Yes, it was very memorable.
Very memorable.
Yes. And in fact, every World Parkinson's Day celebration is huge, and every year you always get celebrities gracing this occasion and appreciating the work of the society and the lives of people with Parkinson's.
Indeed.
What were your thoughts at these celebrations?
Well, I think, one, of course, getting all the people together and celebrating the wonderful day of the World Parkinson's Day, where celebrations are being held all over. But these patients coming over and the organization that you had and the whole performances on the stage are very exhilarating and very, very enjoyable. And I think, even the all get together in the end, I think even through some of the themes, you passed on the message about the feelings of the patient with Parkinson's disease, how they feel, how they walk, what can be done for them. And I think it gives them a great excitement and pleasure and coming together on the stage. And here I'd like to thank Mr. Shamak Dawar, who was very kind to perform these fundraisers for us.
So I did ask quite a few members of our society what do they remember most about World Parkinson's Day. And all of them almost equivocally said when Dr. Singhal joined us on the stage for our final celebrity dance.
Well, I think in the world performances, when everybody comes on the stage and dances, really, when I join them, it really is a moment of great pleasure for me, extreme pleasure for me. And I think the way they are dancing and performing, I could never think that they could walk, but they were dancing and performing. So I feel dance and music also do a lot of good for the patient with Parkinson's disease. So I think for me, it was a moment of great joy.
Over the years, you have really inspired the PDMDS team, something that is ingrained in each and every member of the PDMDS. And I know for a fact that when we used to have our Thursday meetings at your clinic, that was, you mentioned that was the best time of the day or the week where you would look forward to meeting everyone. So, and I know that you treat them as absolutely your family. So would you like to, send a little message to them or tell them about the, Maria and her full PDMDS team?
Well, as you know, Jimmy, the whole team is my family.
Yes.
My extended family.
Yes.
And I love them. And I like their dedication, their hard work, and the way they've done. And I think the way that they have, in fact, I feel that Padmashri that you mentioned is all, I'm your representative getting the award. Frankly, but for the work that you people have done, I would not have mattered. So I think it's really, for me, that Thursday is, as you rightly said, is a special day for me. I look forward to it. And I think I also, whenever I attend any function of the Parkinson's Disease Society, and I see all the team members, it really gives me a great pleasure. And perhaps responsible for extending my life.
Thank you, Doctor.
Wonderful.
I think that's something that wherever they are, we have expanded beyond Mumbai, all over the country, and today your team is all over the world.
Yes.
I think Maria has represented us in Melbourne, Singapore, Glasgow, and now she's a co-partner or the co-organizer for the World Parkinson's. I think it's a great thing that she has achieved for us. And the way our Parkinson's disease and movement disorder society have been recognized the world over.
Yes, yes. In fact, one is the international recognition. The other is that we have 64 centers across the country, and we have physical support groups in 13 of these states. But post-pandemic, we have now been able to reach people with Parkinson's across our country. And I think they really appreciated the service. They recognize that there is life with Parkinson's. I think that's the most important thing that we've taught them. We've also now been asked to replicate the PDMDS model of care in Kenya. And this is through the efforts of the World Parkinson's Coalition and the Edmund Safra Foundation. So over the years, Doctor, we've been able to impact the lives of over 50,000 people with Parkinson's. And we've raised awareness. Another objective that you had when you initiated or founded this organization was to raise awareness about Parkinson's in our country. And we've been able to do that through various programs, activities, and reached out to over 7 lakh individuals through this initiative.
I think being a neurologist and treating patients with Parkinson's disease, मैं उनके लिए दवाई लिखता हूँ, डोपामीन को रिप्लेस करने वाली दवाई लिखता हूँ, सपोर्टिव मेडिसिन लिखता हूँ, लेकिन कभी भी वो लोग संतुष्ट नहीं हुए। वो कहते हैं हाँ ये दवाई काम कर रही है, जब दवाई लेता हूँ तो मैं ठीक होता हूँ, फिर भी अभाव है, कुछ है नहीं। लेकिन जब मैं आप लोगों की सोसाइटी के अंदर आके मिलता हूँ औरों को, मैं जानता हूँ कि दूसरे लोग भी सफ़र कर रहे हैं, उन लोगों से बातचीत होती है और हम सबों का डिप्रेशन कम हो जाता है। एंड जिस दिन पार्किंसन डिजीज सोसाइटी मीटिंग होती है उस दिन का मैं इंतज़ार करता हूँ। सो दैट एक्चुअली gives me a lot of satisfaction how the society is functioning and the objective is being fulfilled. तो इसलिए मैं अपनी फैमिली, एक्सटेंडेड फैमिली, Maria and her team and my colleagues like Dr. Jimmy Lal Kaka, Petrus Wadia, Charu Sakla, कल्याण भट्टाचार्य, कतपाल, ये इन सभी लोगों का मैं अभिनंदन करता हूँ कि वो लोग इतना साथ देते हैं, वो ये सब कुछ करते हैं। और पंकज अग्रवाल, तो सभी लोग डॉक्टर्स एंड आल्सो द पार्किंसन डिजीज मूवमेंट डिसऑर्डर सोसाइटी ने सोसाइटी वालों के लिए जो किया है उससे बहुत लाभ मिला है। और पेंडेमिक के टाइम में भी आप लोगों ने जो एक्टिविटी रखी है, बल्कि ज़्यादा लोगों को रीच आउट कर सके तो बहुत अच्छा। और कौन सा सोशल मीडिया है जिसमें आप नहीं हैं? यू हैव ए वेब पेज, you got the YouTube, you got the Twitter, you got the FaceTime. So practically every social media के थ्रू आपकी एक्टिविटीज़ हैं। और अगर पहले टाइप करो पार्किंसन डिजीज तो यही आता है।
Yeah, that's true, doctor.
Yes.
So over the past 6 decades, you've been mentoring, teaching, inspiring neurologists. What is your advice to them when they approach a patient?
I only tell them one thing, that our job is to make the diagnosis and make the patient comfortable. The first important thing is feel the pain of the patient. Put yourself in the shoes of that you give them the treatment that what you would like to receive. Prescribe what is essential. Don't prescribe, and look at the cost also factor. So personally, my advice is really to understand and have a feeling, to have a communication with the patient. It's just not prescribing and listening and making a diagnosis, sending him away. We must really feel for the patient. That I think is what I like to do, and what I've been doing, and what gives me a great satisfaction. That no patient of any illness should go away without some degree of hope, even though we have incurable diseases, and that something can be done for them. And they can find some solace in meeting you also. So I think that is very, very important for me.
Yes, and I think that's what every patient has always said whenever they've met you. And whenever they've met so many of Jimmy, Dr. Charu, and so many people, I think that's what's the most important thing, the hope that you give them. So, Doctor, your being awarded the Padmashri was an honor for all of us whose lives you have touched in different ways. And watching you receive the award at the ceremony was a moment of immense joy and gratitude. So let's watch that again.
So मैं एक चीज बोलना चाहता हूँ कि जैसा सर ने बताया, जो जॉय उनको मिला उससे 10 गुना जॉय हम लोगों को मिला, those who have been watching.
ये अवार्ड तो मुझे मिला, मैं सोच रहा था क्यों मिला। मिलने का कारण एक ये भी है कि जो समाज के लिए जो किया उसका ये रिकॉग्निशन है। तो ये अवार्ड एक्चुअली पार्किंसन डिजीज़ एंड मूवमेंट डिसऑर्डर सोसाइटी और दूसरी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन न्यूरोलॉजी फाउंडेशन की जो एक्टिविटीज़ हैं उस सबको रिकॉग्नाइज करते हुए मैं उसका रिप्रेजेंटेटिव बना और मुझे ये अवार्ड मिला। तो इसके लिए खुशी ज़रूर हुई है, इसलिए कि भी एक मेरी सोसाइटी का रिकॉग्निशन है एक्टिविटीज़ का, पार्किंसन डिजीज मूवमेंट डिसऑर्डर सोसाइटी और न्यूरोलॉजी फाउंडेशन का रिकॉग्निशन है। वैसे तो सभी डॉक्टर्स सभी पेशेंट को ट्रीट करते हैं, लेकिन वो तो आप कितनी भी साल करते रहो और हर ही पेशेंट हर डॉक्टर करता ही है, लेकिन ये दो चीज़ें जो हैं जो जिस तरह से समाज की सेवा की गई है उसका ये ख़ास रिप्रेजेंटेटिव है। तो इसलिए आई एम ग्रेटफुल दैट द गवर्नमेंट रिकॉग्नाइज दैट सम वर्क हैज़ बीन डन in this field.
So So, Doctor, as we come to a conclusion of this conversation where we've learned so much more about you, and a message from you to the members of your PDMDS family, the people with Parkinson's,
Yes.
their families, the PDMDS team, and the numerous donors and well-wishers, which are an integral part of our organization, and because their kindness, their generosity, PDMDS is possible.
Indeed, I think we have to be very grateful to all the donors, supporters, people who helped us to organize fundraisers. We are very grateful to them. My message to the patients is never give up hope. Lot is happening and lot will happen. And to my extended family of Parkinson's disease and movement disorder society, the only message that I have, continue to work hard and continue to help the patients and their caregivers the way you have been doing, Just expand your services that in all over India and even overseas, this message is given, and particularly countries with poor resources, the model that Maria has created is replicated. So I'm very, very grateful and very, very happy, that this is being recognized. So I think I'm grateful to the team for whatever they have done so far. Thank you.